Want to know what Archangel Michael has in store for you? Well, lucky for you, I am doing an Archangel Michael specific shamanic reading today, and it's a pick a card. So he gave me 4 options of things to tell you, and I want you to use your intuition to pick which one. Hey gorgeous, my name's Lionheart Leo. I am a shamanic practitioner of 10 years, and I have a very special treat for you today. I have journeyed to Archangel Michael, and he has essentially given us partially a card reading, but partially just channeled messages for you from the angelic realms. So stay tuned. I'm going to be showing you 4 different cards, and I want you to use your intuition to see what card resonates best for you. So I'm going to hold them up now. So we got option 1, option 2, option 3, and option 4. So take a minute, just use your intuition. Which one is calling to you? Beautiful. All right, so I am going to put all the times in the link description so you can just skip ahead to whichever one you want. All right, so card number 1. Card number 1 is the Blade. It's from this lovely shamanic deck. And what Archangel Michael wants me to tell you is that time and space do not exist to angels the way that time and space exist to you. So what he showed me in my journey to him was anytime you set an intention, anytime that you ask for their help, they're like, all the archangels can just through time and space and show up immediately to assist you. The thing is that we don't ask enough, and a lot of the time it's because we're afraid we're bothering them or we just don't remember to, but he really wants me to let you know that he is always there for you. And so you can always ask him for help in any sort of manifestation and any sort of desire that you have. If you ever need protection, you can always call on him and he will through time and space just for you. So this card is about manifestation. If you think about the blade, also blades cut through things really quickly, and so you get very instantaneous results, and also blades are useful. So this is a card about being useful, and part of being useful in your manifestations is developing a practice. And he wanted me to let you know about Merkaba, and Merkaba is this sacred geometry shape that forms around us and spins as we do a specific kind of alignment and breathing. So if you want to have the best results possible, Archangel Michael has told me to tell you that you can look that up and do a little bit of research, but he thinks it would be a great practice for you. So this is really about manifestation. It's about getting places quickly if you allow it, because time and space does not exist on the other side, so they are there for you like that. So it's a very light, loving message. They are very powerful beings, so they have your back, and he wants me to let you know that. So if you enjoyed this reading, I hope you give it a like, give it a thumbs up, leave a little comment about how you're feeling. I'd love to know. I'm sure Michael would love to know too. And don't forget to call on him. All right, so card number 2, we have the Tree of Life. Isn't this a beautiful card? So wise. And what Archangel Michael wants me to talk to you about today is that maybe you are holding on to the past. Maybe something in the past has hurt you and it's left a lasting impression on you, and you're still dealing with that hurt today. And he wants me to remind you through the Tree of Life that trees, we can bring a lot of wisdom from trees. Trees do not dwell on when they were a seed or even a little sapling. So trees' main focus is growing upwards and reaching towards the heavens, while they're also putting roots down and forming a foundation. So he wants me to remind you that even though something may have hurt in the past, even though something may have hurt when we were a seedling, so to speak, is that we don't have to hold on to that anymore, and he and all the other archangels and angelic realm beings are there loving and supporting you. And so through this image of the Tree of Life, just imagine reaching up and reaching your full potential and not having to focus on when you were a little sapling, because things hurt us and it doesn't always seem fair, and those hurts are real, but you may be holding on to the past a little bit too much for your optimal life. Michael wants me to tell you to focus on reaching upwards, reaching to those angelic realms, allowing the good. Trees are built and designed to absorb sunlight. So what are you absorbing in, and what are you reaching down into the ground and grounding yourself with? So after you've laid that foundation, just focus as much on connecting upwards, connecting to the heavenly realms, and realizing that you are divinely supported. And even though something may have hurt from the past, and that's totally okay, is that you have the angelic realms supporting you and loving you through all of this. He also mentioned that Eckhart Tolle is great at knowing this sort of thing, and great at focusing on the future and focusing on the present especially, and so he suggested that that might be something you want to research and look into. There's lots of YouTube videos and lots of great books by him. All right, so number 3, we have the Wild Woman. And so the Wild Woman has come into your life via my reading with Archangel Michael, my journey with Archangel Michael, and she is all about balance. Michael wants me to remind you about balance. And so when we're going through life, if we are going to be in balance with the universe, we are balanced by accepting with one hand and giving with the other, accepting and giving, and it's this constant flow. We're balanced in our masculine and feminine energies, but even more so, we're balanced with how we receive and let go of things through the universe. So something he wanted me to remind you of is that the upper realms of heaven balance out the lower realms. So in shamanism, we call this the upper world and the lower world, and we live essentially in the middle world. But the upper world and the lower world are in perfect balance of each other. So the heavenly realms and the spirits and the beings from planet Earth are in perfect balance with each other. One is grounding and one is uplifting. And if you focus your energy by aligning with that, so like allowing a ray of golden light through your crown chakra and allowing green light to come up through Mother Earth, or roots reaching down to Mother Earth, is a great visualization for you to really get in balance, especially if you start to see it flow. So kind of like a circular motion where the energy is circling through the heavens and down through the earth and through the heavens, and it centers through you at the same time. So you're in this constant flow of the universe, and Michael wanted me to remind you of that. So this can be used in manifesting, and it can also just be used in daily life in terms of living your best, most fulfilled life. So we see this in yin and yang, the positive and negative aspects of the universe. When we're in balance, we're almost in neutrality, but it's not like a cold neutrality. It's just a very centered and happy and focused neutrality. So that is the message that Archangel Michael wants me to bring you today. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Leaving me a comment would be amazing too, because I want to know what's going on, if this resonates for you, and Michael wants to know probably too. So give Michael a little shout out in the comments if you like, and we're going to move on to the next group. All right, so the 4th card, this is a beautiful one, the Smoky Mirror. So gorgeous. All right, so it's very fitting that this card has water in it, because once again, we are talking about manifesting, and Michael wanted me to tell you that manifesting and being in alignment with yourself and being in alignment with the universe is actually not that hard. Essentially, he showed me an image of a representation of you standing here and a river coming this way, and you just need to step into, it's like a river of light. So you're standing here and this river of light, of golden, beautiful light is coming this way, and you just need to take one step to the side and you will be flooded with alignment and the abundance of the universe. So he said, do not overthink this. It does not have to be more complicated than simply just taking a side step. And I know when we're bogged down with our own human emotions and we got bills to pay and we got life to live, it's really hard to get out of our own head and just allow the flow to happen. But Michael wants me to remind you that that is what this is all about. So if you want to just sidestep into that flow, you can even do a little visualization to do that. It will help you in your manifesting and just in your alignment in general. He showed me the feeling of this. So it's just like a very warm, loving, powerful, but not in a power hungry way, just beautiful empowerment. So it's subtle empowerment. You don't have to exert your power over anything or anyone because you are so aligned and in the flow of the universe. So don't overcomplicate it. And he also wanted me to remind you that the archangels are there for you all the time. And so if you're struggling to get into this flow, you can always ask for their help and they will be there to help you. So they just need to be called on. They're always there for you. Time and space do not exist to them in the same way that we think. So just in a little visualization, just sidestep your way into that abundant flow. And whenever you feel yourself starting to get off track, because it happens in daily life, we're all human, just try and recenter yourself into that alignment and not to overthink it. Sometimes we don't need to know why something works for it to work. So this is what Archangel Michael is telling you, is do not overthink it, just allow it to work. I don't know how electricity works, yet I use it every day. So you don't have to understand the concept in the complexities of it to know that this might work for you. So if you like this reading, please consider giving it a like and a comment. Let me know how it resonates for you. Let Michael know how it resonates for you. And just remember that you have very high power, divine help there rooting for you. So I hope that you have a lovely day. So a little bit about Archangel Michael as well is he is the keeper of the codes. His color is blue. Some people refer to him as the Archangelic Blue One. And he is a very mighty angelic warrior, but he's also a ninth dimensional light being. So he brings a lot of love and light and power with him, but it's never a power hungry power. It's just an alignment with his truest self type of power, and he's willing to lend that to you, and he is always there to love and protect you. So he has stepped forward today to share these readings with you, and if you've come across this video, chances are it is destined for you. So I hope you receive it well, and I love you, and so does Michael.